Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday community meditation gathering. My name is Yiva, and I don't know about you all, but these last few days I've really felt spring fever. I don't know if anyone else has been feeling it. Seeing some nods. I think I especially felt it very strongly on Friday. I was walking into my office building and it was so lovely outside with the blue sky and the birds chirping, and I saw students shuffling the class with their vibrant, youthful energy, untainted by work life. And then I walked into my building to the sound of this really abrasive clanging, and it turned out that there was a group of construction workers demolishing a few walls in our office. And I thought to myself as I saw the billowing plastic sheets of dust and rubble, why didn't anyone tell me about this, for one? But also, why am I here? And I could feel this sort of resentment growing in me and rising. And then I thought, well, I don't have to be here. I don't have to stay here. And so I closed my laptop and I found myself instead coming here to temple. And I spent the afternoon instead pulling weeds in the garlic patch and harvesting minari, which is watercress. And Reverend Won Gong at the end of the day said something that was very profound to me. And she said, "I'm so grateful to the construction." And I realized at the end of the day, yeah, me too. And I'm grateful to my coworkers who also didn't say anything so that we could all sneak away. So I hope that everyone finds a little joy and grace that comes with these spring days. Now, let us begin our practice together by reading the essential dharmas of daily practice on page 11. Essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all. Let us now prepare ourselves for meditation. Please stand up behind your mats, and Reverend Sean will guide us in some stretching movements to warm up our bodies and circulate our energy.
Good morning, friends. Why don't we stretch our arms to the side, up, make big circle, palms together in the sky, bring it down towards our heart center. Let's bow. Now let's face to our friends next to us and bow. And please come one step forward with your cushion, please. In our temple, in Buddhist tradition, we bow with our palms together, your mind and my mind together in our heart center. So you just start with the bowing, and let's put our feet apart, shoulder width, and let's start with some shaking off. Just relax your whole body. You can use your out breath to release all the tensions through your mouth. If your body agrees, let's lean to one side. Shake off everything on this side. Shake off. And to the other side. Little bit to the front. And back. Back to center. And freestyle, 20 minutes. 20 seconds. Good. Settle our breath. Settle our body. Feel your feet grounded. Let us breathe in with our hands and arms up. Breathe out, release down. Shoulders up, elbows up, wrists and hands. Shoulders down, elbows, wrists and hands. Breathe in. This time sink your tailbone a little bit as we breathe out. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Let's turn to one side. And we're going to shift our weight to our front leg and back leg. When we shift our weight to the front, make sure your back leg is stretched. Shift weight to the back and front leg stretched. Your upper body stays straight. With your hands, ocean wave, push. You don't have to be moving same as I do, but keep on moving like waters waving, flowing. If you can do even slower. One last time. Let's turn to the other side. Shift our weight to the front and back. Feel your legs stretched. With a gentle breathe in and out. Relax your shoulders, the whole body, and with your hand, can we do a little slower? One last time. Back to center. Let's rotate our ankles and wrists. Change our feet. Let's rotate our waist. To the other side. Hands on our shoulders. Rotate our shoulders. Open up wide. Now let's breathe in, hands up. Shoot to the sky. Release down. One more time, breathe in and release. Put our feet together. Now let's offer 4 bows to Dharmakaya Buddha, Fourfold Grace. You can do either standing bows or full bows.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the marvelous gift of nature and the universe. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, the truth of interconnectedness among all beings. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice.
first time or fairly new, during meditation, if your legs feel uneasiness, you can slowly and quietly change your leg, or you can gently stretch your legs too.
Meditation is simple and easy. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Wiggle to release any tension and focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. This is your Danjan, the power center for your breathing. When we settle our mind and energy in our Danjan, our energy flows and protects our one-focused mind. Now, bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. When you do this, pure and clear saliva may gather under your tongue, a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. If over time your legs ache unbearably, you may change your position very slowly and quietly. In this way, you will maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. When thoughts arise, do not play with them. Simply allow them to disappear. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. We are grateful to sit here quietly together, finding the still point within. In meditation, may our ever calm, ever bright spirit be with us.
Chanting book, page 4. 영주. 천지영기 하심정 만사여의 하심정 천지여와 영일체 하여 천지 영심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정 천지영기야 심정 만사여이야 심통 천지여와 동일체 하여 천지영 심정. Palms together.
Prayer for world peace.
Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. 원하옵니다. I wish and pray sincerely and truly,
where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together, share true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Page 9.
Won Sang Vow.
One is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people and sentient beings. One manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence till one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanence till one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Won Sang, the Dharma Kaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing.
This morning, our longtime temple friends and founding members of our North Carolina Sangha, Patty Daniel, Hua Ta Won Nim, and Michael Macklin, Hyung San Nim, will share their journeys of practice in Dharma with us. Let us practice deep listening as we warmly welcome Michael and Patty.
Let us introduce our speakers of the day.
Michael Macklin, Dharma name Won Hyung, was the first member in North Carolina to receive a Dharma name back in 2005, the very first year this temple started. He also served as the first president of our temple and has supported Reverend Won Gong and our Sangha for over 20 years. Michael is also known as a Qi Gong master and affectionately called the Dharma vending machine.
Patty Daniel, Dharma name Won Wan, is our temple's current president. She became affiliated with the temple in 2009 and has faithfully attended morning meditation ever since. Her steady dedication truly embodies the teachings that practice this life. Her bright energy continues to bring us together and inspire our practice.
In 2022, both Michael and Patty received their honorary Dharma titles, which are given to long-time dedicated members of Won Buddhism. The titles were conferred by Venerable Chuksanim, the head Dharma master of the United States. Michael received the title Hyung San-nim, which means with your penetrating wisdom, awaken to truth, all is open. Patty received the title Hua Ta-wan-nim, from your radiant light, truth and grace blossom.
Let us warmly welcome the living history of our North Carolina.
Ancient history.
So let's start. Michael, what brought you to Won Buddhism and then led you to stay?
Well, I was studying Buddhism, but I had not developed a meditation practice, and I didn't know Won Gong then, but she was offering free meditation lessons, and I decided to take a chance and go visit with her, and have been here ever since. But what led me to stay was both the Kyomi-nims that I met, but also the Dharma of Master Sote-san as a practical approach to Buddhism in the world, and I thought that was a really good approach and a really good community to be a part of.
And Patty, how about yourself?
Well, I grew up in a family that didn't have any use of religion, so I was certainly not a spiritual person. But I worked at UNC hospitals, and they were offering employees a 6-week course. It's a John Kabat-Zinn course on stress reduction, and so for free they were offering it to employees, so I thought, well, I'll take it. Well, the main thing, I had no idea he was a Buddhist, but the main thing in that course was meditation. And so I didn't really understand it, but I kept on doing it. Well, I drive by this temple nearly every day on Old 86, and there's a sign, Won Buddhist Meditation Temple, so I thought, I really should go check this out. Very skeptical. But what I met here was Reverend Neil Duck and Reverend Won Gong, and they were delightful, lovely people. And Michael and I both have said, we just knew we wanted to be more like them. Whatever it was, we wanted more of what they had. That and the Sangha, the people here, was much smaller than it is now, but a delightful band of seekers. And that's what I never quit coming after my initial visit here.
It's true. Reverend Won Gong has often said people come for the meditation, but then stay for the Sangha and the Dharma.
Mm-hmm. And for me too, I decided to be ordained to see the Kyomi-nims, and I'd like to be there. Same as you do. And next question, based on your own experience, what advice can you share about walking on a spiritual journey?
Like the Nike commercial, just do it. I I think when it comes to a meditation practice, one of our main sort of components of practice, not the only, but one of the main ones, is that just do it. Just commit yourself to, don't ask yourself, do I want to sit down and meditate? Do I have time to just do it? If you only have 5 minutes, take that 5 minutes. And this same day, maybe you can find 10 and you can keep on going. But I think it's just keep coming back, even when you think, it's a waste of time, or it's futile, or I'm not getting anywhere. Just keep coming. That's kind of the main thing. And the teachings of Master Sotasan, his writings are incredibly optimistic and wonderful and lovely and practical and applicable. So read that red book and keep coming.
Michael?
Well, I think that keeping an open mind is what I would say is essential to walking the spiritual path. Learning everything you can learn, closing out nothing and opening to everything is what I think is the essential aspect of a spiritual path.
When you were interviewed in 2017 for our year-end video, you said that you believe Won Buddhism is a hope for the world. Do you still feel that way, and why?
I don't know about the world, but certainly I feel that way about the United States. And I feel that way more than ever now. I think as a nation and as a society, we've lost our moral compass. And that this is extremely harmful and the source of a lot of suffering. I also think that in America, at least, we have lost our traditional moral teachers. You know, the Catholic Church is mired in controversy and scandal. The Christian nationalists aren't really Christian. The mainstream Protestant churches are full of gray-haired people, just like, the arenas for classical music, all gray heads. And so where are we going if we don't have anyone to keep our moral compass functioning? And so I think Won Buddhism, because again, it's a little more sort of scientific, it's very rational, it's very spiritual, but it is also very rational and so focused on applying the principles to daily life. And then if we don't have, as a society, we don't figure out a way to find our moral compass and follow it, we're lost. I think Won Buddhism could be an enormous tool for this society.
Michael, any additional words?
I think that it's taking a long time, but it's a teaching that could bring peace to the world if people could just train their minds and have a little faith in each other.
This time, Michael, we appreciate how you explain Won Buddhist teachings in your Dharma talks. What has been the most effective way for you to learn about Won Buddhist teachings and grasp their essential meanings?
I thought about this question for a while. I don't know that I recommend anybody doing it like I do. But I really have had a tremendous opportunity to learn from others. I can remember when we first started here, it seems like there were always classes going on and I was always in them. And then going to Korea, I really had learned a lot here, and when we went, it seemed like, things were not foreign to, the country was foreign to me, but the concepts were, already ones that I was aware of. But, I've read our first book was the Purple Book. I read that a few times. Our next book, I think, was a small red book, and read that a few times. I read the drafts of the Won Buddhism scriptures. I've read the big red book now, 3 or 4 times, and I keep trying to read it, keep ongoing reading it all the time. So I guess it's study.
Patty, for many years, besides weekend services where you see her, she is here every morning at 6:30 a.m., leading our morning meditation services. How do you just wake up every morning and roll out of bed and come here, and what drives you to do this?
Many years ago, I went on retreat. It's about a 1-week retreat with Reverend Won at Southern Dharma Retreat Center, and we were up every morning at probably earlier. We started meditation at 6, and so after as we were leaving, I thought, well, maybe I can just keep doing this every morning. And I had the enormous advantage of both being retired and living 5 minutes from the temple. So didn't really have any good excuses not to. Once I started doing that, it just became a habit. And which at first I was kind of embarrassed about, but I thought, well, no, this is fine. It's a habit. I make it a habit. I don't wake up and say, do I really want to go this morning? I don't even ask the question. I just roll out of bed and go. And I've come to love it totally. It's a wonderful habit to have, to start your day in quiet, in the dark much of the year, and welcome the light as the hour progresses. It's a beautiful way to begin your day in a sort of centered, solid, calm fashion. Then you go out there and you're hither and yon, but you are still solidly centered in something. I think if you start your day that way, and again, if you just make it a habit, which is clearly what I've done, it's a beautiful habit.
And all are welcome to join Patty at
definitely
every morning here.
Even if you can't come every morning, come occasionally. Yeah.
Thank you. Michael, this year is the 20th anniversary of our North Carolina temple in Chapel Hill. How do you feel about this?
Well, I mostly feel pretty amazed that much time has gone by. And that doesn't seem like 20 years to me, but I don't know what 20 years does feel like, honestly. I'm very excited that we have been here that long. A lot's changed, but it's been wonderful change, and I look forward to the future.
With this concept of anniversaries, they're really sort of a milestone, and in some ways they're silly, like, so what? It's your 20th college reunion or something. On the other hand, it becomes a kind of a touchstone to look back and see how you have progressed. And I just love thinking about this temple having become such a vital, energetic, inspiring place for people to come. More and more and more people. I love it that we've been here for 20 years. I look forward to 120 more. And I think that we have the potential to become a source of enlightenment for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So for younger practitioners, what are some words of encouragement that you have as you sit here and after being here for so many years with the temple community?
I wish that I could have started as a younger practitioner. Mm-hmm. I wish that when I was 20 years old, I would have been able to come to this temple and started then. Who knows what I would be like now? But further along than I am now, and it's a further along that I long for, and I think everybody who comes here is lucky to have it.
I think I might advise young people to explore your sources of sort of inspiration and information. This is a fabulous source, but look at other things, try other things, see see what works for you, but always come back. Always come back to, well, really to yourself, but come back to, your solid foundation. And hopefully this temple will enable a lot more young people to have a solid foundation.
Thank you, Patty and Michael, for sharing your thoughts. They are an inspiration to me. I went to the spring retreat yesterday, and a few of you probably already heard me say this. I was reading yesterday morning from a text, The Essence of Won Buddhism is a text you can purchase here at the temple. And there was a quote that said, "We do not live to practice, we practice to live." And that is truly what I believe both Patty and Michael embody in this temple community. So would everyone just like to pause for a moment and just settle and think about what was shared today? Friends at home on our live stream, it's a great time for some quiet reflection or to share your thoughts in the chat. And friends here in the Dharma Hall, please pair up in 2s or 3s and contemplate your own practice journey and the words that Patty and Michael have shared with us today.
So friends, how was your interview and conversations with Michael and Patty? Oh, good. I was with the children, 14 beautiful children today, and I'm gonna watch what they shared later, our recorded live stream YouTube. Yeah, we had 14 children this morning, meditation inside and outside. They checked out our temple's very beautiful fresh spring vegetable along the creek. It's called minari, watercress. Anyone watch the movie Minari? Yeah, so the same kind of vegetable. They are available, known to be very good to detoxify anything in our body. And so this day, Reverend Shang cooks a lot with the vegetables, and really yummy. And you're welcome to take as much as you like. And today I have Undine and Julian. They want to share a little bit about their meditation. Julian, share about your meditation. How do you feel when you meditate, and how meditation works for you?
I just feel peaceful when I meditate, and so I just close my eyes and just put something on in my brain and just try not to fall asleep.
That's a good one. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing. What about you, Andine?
Like Julian said, it's peaceful, but it's also kind of really hard to completely clear your mind, because like when you really think about it, there's always something going on in your mind, or you're always like categorizing your thoughts with some sort of word or something. It's just always something going on. So I like just like try and focus on one thing. When it's like when the only noises around you are like nature and stuff like that, and there's no like human-made sounds, it's really peaceful. And when it's nature or like birds and water, then I feel like the noise helps you meditate more.
Thank you. I agree with you very much. This day, Andine, when I meditate, I try to not to differentiate between nature sound and human sound. So if a human makes sound, I tend to, I like nature sound better than somebody moving and making disruptive noise, because if a human makes a sound in my mind, that can be disruptive for others. I have a judging mind more faster. But nature sound, I don't have a judging mind, because it's so I try to, if somebody's copying the same sound as a bird chirping, if somebody is rustling and moving, that's maybe the same sound as a squirrel moving, So try to be, we are all nature, and sometimes that works well, sometimes, not. But I totally understand what you share, because our mind easily conditioned or distracted with whatever the sound around us. So the more we meditate, no matter what distracting things happening around us, we can be still calm and very grounding and centered. That is called meditation power and meditation mind power. And Andine and Julian, they are here to share about their meditation, but also we have other 12 children who did a fantastic job with their meditation. And everybody did a 3-minute deep meditation, and because they were able to sit comfortably for 3 minutes, they were all qualified to come to our children's Dharma camp, which can be quite, a very intensive week-long meditation camp. As Shauna shared, we had also a spring retreat at Raleigh Temple, 33 meditators together. And do you feel springtime, spring energy? And spring is such a powerful season. And together, why don't we pause with the children and everybody, the moment of spring, energy receiving meditation, 3 minutes. So if you feel comfortable for sitting 3 minutes, letting go of your thoughts, then you can come to our children's camp too. When we let go of old leaves, it creates the openness for new buds and new blooming. Just like a spring, let go of any cluttered thoughts to open, rebirth, renewed energy of the spring.
It has been really wonderful practicing with you all this morning. Do we have any folks who are new this morning? Okay, well, for you and for anyone who hasn't yet signed up for our emails, you are welcome to join our email community. The sign-ups, these little cards, are in the foyer, and you can be part of the folks who receive emails about once or twice a week, and you get updated about all of our programs.
This afternoon at 4 p.m., we invite you to join us at our North Raleigh Temple for Forest Walk Meditation. All are welcome.
Would you like to connect with friendly Dharma during the week? Good news. Dharma Talks are just a click away on our podcast, The Heart of Practice NC. On this podcast, you will find wisdom, insight, and occasional humor shared by our reverends and temple members. You can access the podcast through our website or through this QR code in the foyer.
Thursday Dharma study. This is a fantastic opportunity to do more studying and to be part of the Sangha. All are welcome at 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. And we discuss a new verse in the Red Book each week. We have about one more month in the current chapter we're studying, which is about practice and very practical about mind, taming your mind. Beginning on May 22nd, we're going to start a new book, Method of Sitting Meditation. And so please sign up on our website to join the book club.
Save the date. On Sunday morning, April 27th, we will be celebrating our annual Great Awakening Day, Won Buddhism's birthday. That afternoon, on April 27th, we will host our spring open house. In the evening, we will continue to celebrate Great Awakening Day at the Raleigh Temple. We hope you will be able to join, and please invite your friends.
Now let's join together with Ben leading us in a chant, Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light.
Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light.
Let us be the light of our true nature, the light of our wonderful, great, infinite potentials of true self. Let us be the light, and let us be the light for us and for each other. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, please raise your hands, 2 hands up. Waving hands over there. Who joined us online? How many friends joined us today? 37. Hello. Happy spring. And don't forget to enjoy walking in our garden.